What's up, everybody? It's Bill from HighVolumeGames, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars. This is episode number 24, and we are cruising right along. So, in the past episode, we had a new house show. We had some issues between wrestlers. Adam Williams being fined for injuring Andrew Everett. In a lovers quarrel over Tony Callahan. RPWF continues to try to buy wrestlers from us. We haven't allowed any to go yet. We are getting closer to Walk the Plank, our next pay-per-view, or our next big show, and we are moving on. So let's get into the action here by clicking this button. Boom, technology. All right. So again, we're at Saturday, November 13th, 2021. We're sitting with $360,000, which is great, because remember, we started with $600. At one point, we were really close up to $200,000, but we're slowly moving up. We're spending a little more than we make at the moment, but not enough to wipe us out. And we, TV, sponsors, stuff like that, the network, have been giving us money to boost us up. So we're going to get into the action here. So I'll just say one thing. I did put in to try to find some wrestlers. I'm not going to say who, because if it happens, cool. But I will say one is from the WWE and one is from AEW. Now, I don't know if anyone will come. Their contracts were expiring, so it wasn't a whole lot of money to try to talk to them. So we'll see. But we're going to get into it. First of all, let's go training camp. Nobody's there. Okay. Our feuds, we got some good ones. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Chris Harris is going really good. The problem right now is Chris Harris. And Adam said it after my match the last time. We had a really low match with Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Chris Harris. And he said it was probably because one of them was one or both were not, their condition wasn't very good, and that's Chris Harris. So he's going to kind of take this week off. Adam Williams, Tommy O'Neill, Andrew Everett, Ryan Nemeth is just starting. Eric Redbeard and Paul London's going great. Disco Housen and Maven Huffman and Sean Cash just kind of started. So is Austin Ears and Chris Hero. Look at this, though. Tony Callahan and Nicole Matthews is a huge feud right now. And Lance Anoa'i and Air Paris, 100%. I can't. Actually, it doesn't show up on the screen, but yes, it does say 100%. And look at Amber Nova and Alicia Sherrington. Amber Nova not having any, momentum at all, through the first 6 months she's been here. But is now with this Alicia Sherrington feud, just getting going, doing well, and Arian Andrew and Ruby Soho just getting started. One feud I want to add is going to be, we had it in the house show, but I want to put Leo Rush and Mike Bennett together, and I'm going to have them basically feud that in the house show. So what I did was I made up a little list of the wrestlers, and I put main show and I put house show. And so the feuds that I want on the main show will be there. Feuds that aren't as high profile at the moment, they're going to be on the house show, so they're still going to build themselves up and they're still going to go get good ratings, but they're going to be ratings for the house show. And so that's what we're going to do as this. I also put everyone who's not in a feud onto the house show thing, with the exception of, say, like an Eric Cannon, Daniel McAbee, Viking, and Valentine, who could be feuding if we didn't have so many feuds going right now. So that's how we're going to do it. So now I've made a decision after talking with Velo and Adam about what we're going to do as far as the house shows and the regular show. what we're going to do is, because we have 4 shows this week, Saturday, or in 8 days, Saturday, Wednesday, and then Saturday and the Walk the Plank, we're going to do it as we normally would with 2 shows right now. We'll do the house show, and we'll do the main show, the Wednesday Night Warriors. The next episode, we'll do the house show, and then Walk the Plank, and then after that, we'll only do the extended results for the Wednesday Night Warriors, and the house show will be just reading the results. That way we can get a couple of weeks in. We'll do 4 shows in every episode, but we're only going to read 2 of them, so it won't take us double the time. So that's how we're going to do it. So today we're going to do Saturday and Wednesday, and we'll lead up into Saturday and Sunday for the next episode. That way, the big show, Walk the Plank, will have its own night. All right, so we're right into the house show. I think we made 460 or something like that. So we're obviously not going to go very high. I think we started at the Let's go to the Davis Arena. All right. So we're going to have a 6-match house show with. I wanted to put Lance Anoa'i and Eric Paris in here, but Eric Paris is also got not a great condition right now, so we're going to give him the night off. We'll probably put him on Wednesday. Hopefully in the few days he'll be a little better. So this one we will see Leo Rush take on Mike Bennett. We're going to see Danhausen, because unfortunately also that disco guy is also, needing a night off. So we'll have Danhausen take on Sean Cash, which I don't know if that's really a middle of the card match or upper card match. But we're going to go to the women's match, and we're going to put that Amber Nova Elisa Sherrington match there. We're going to put Davey Boy Smith Jr. Now, he's in that feud, but Chris Harris can't go. So we're going to have Davey Boy Smith Jr. take on Bruiser Bruno. We're going to have a hardcore match between Todd Gibbs, the new guy, and Zach Godwin. And then we're going to have Mad Braddocks. You might not like being opening card, but we're going to have him take on Andy Black and actually have Mad Braddocks win that one. We're just going to say he wins. I don't want him going up against a 12, losing, and then getting really ticked off at me. All right, so we'll start with that. Now, we will read these. Like I said, starting once after the Walk the Plank, we'll go to cutting out the results on the house show. So it's going to load up, see what we do. I think we actually should get some decent numbers. The Leo Bennett one should probably be in the 80s. Sherrington Nova has been going up every time. And Davy Boy and Bruiser Bruno might actually put up a decent number too. So we're going to go slow it down. I don't think we have to. We're not reading as much on this one. Andy Black thrown to the outside. Braddock's distracting the referee. That disco guy has come to ringside. The disco guy beats down on Black and tosses him back into the ring. Andy Black is easy pickings for the deal breaker. Oh, that disco guy. You give him the night off and he comes out and just takes him. Mad Braddock wins, but with only help from his teammate from the Misunderstood. Zach Godwin pulling a kendo stick from under the ring. Todd Gibbs is dazed. Godwin cracks him square over the head with a kendo stick. Gibbs has been knocked out cold. Godwin makes the cover and gets the 3 count. Zach Godwin winning the match, getting back on his winning ways. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Bruiser Bruno. He hits the running power slam on Bruiser Bruno. They both have running power slams, except Bruiser Bruno's is the Bruce Cruz. But Davey Boy Smith Jr. gets the win. He stands celebrating his victory. But here comes Chris Harris. Chris Harris has caught Davey Boy off guard and delivers the beatdown. Chris Harris finishes Davey Boy Jr. off with a catatonic. Davey Boy Smith Jr. lying in the ring. Chris Harris leaves. I give these guys the night off and they take advantage of me. Amber Nova hits the Nova driver on Sherrington. Nova makes the cover. The ref counts to 3. It's over. Amber Nova picking up the win. She's starting to gain some momentum. The first time, really, she's had any momentum in HPW. With the referee's back, Danhausen hits Sean Cash with a low blow. Danhausen, do you really have to beat Sean Cash with the low blow? He rolls him up a handful of tights. The ref counts to 3. Danhausen cheats his way to victory. Leo Rush and Mike Bennett in the main event of our house show. With Mike Bennett down on the mat, Leo Rush goes to the top rope. Rush comes off with the Dragon's Call. It connects. The referee makes the 3 count. And this one's over. Leo Rush with the win. Alright, so Matt Braddock and Andy Black, 73. Zach Godwin and Todd Gibbs, 76. In the hardcore match, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Bruiser Bruno, 79. That's a nice one. For a one-off, And random. It would not be a stream without the random motorcycle guy. Amber Nova and Alicia Sherrington with an 82. Said it was going to be good. Danhausen and Sean Cash, 76. Leo Rush, Mike Bennett, 82. The overall show rating, 82.40. So that's a good show rating for our house show. House show financials. We profited $5,101. I figured that. I looked at the number and it seemed like we went up 5,000. Fans thought it was a great show, in the match of the night being Leo Rush and Mike Bennett. Alright, let's click a few days in. Let's see if any of those people have signed. Let's see. We got a 1 email. Let's delete all these. The offer for Brett Lane. Brett Lane has signed a contract and is now part of High Volume Wrestling. Welcome. Let's look at Brett Lane. See, I wanted him because I want a face. He debuted on the indie circuit in 2021. I wanted a face who has in-ring ability, and he has a heck of an in-ring ability of 77. He also is a hardcore guy who can wrestle in 80 hardcore, which means he can do a regular match, he can do a hardcore match. He's a face, which is great because we have a lot of heals. So we need that lower to mid card face who can fight for the TV title. He can fight for the hardcore title with the parking lot championship. So that's a good pickup for us. Okay. Let's go to the next day. We got 3 inboxes. First of all, Adam Williams has today paid his fine in full. Kaz XL has signed a contract. He's 7 feet tall. What a good pickup. Especially, I did not pay a very lot of money for him. He is going to be a good pickup. And look at this. Oh, Dominic Mysterio has refused. I will say, in my attempt to pick up Mysterio, I put him, he wanted to be upper card. I put him as middle card. I tried to give him a little more money. But yeah, he does not want to be with us. His contract was running out. That's why I was like, let me go for him. But Kaz XL, that's a big name heel that we got. Let's look at him. Another 46. So again, that TV, that right in that borderline of the TV title and the interstate title. In-ring ability of a 70, so he can work. That's just another good pickup for our, now that we have the house show. And again, not paid a lot. So for those guys, so we're not breaking the bank. All right, let's check out Tuesday. There's still 2 more. Okay, we got 2 emails. Austin Gunn has said no. Corey Hollis has signed a contract and is now part of High Volume Wrestling. All right. 3 guys now. Corey Hollis, another guy who's a 30, so he's going to be able to be in that lower card. He's a face. He's going to be a 71 in-ring ability, so he can wrestle. So that's what we wanted. I wanted cheap guys. Let's see what Corey's contract is. I paid him the standard $300 per week for 3 years. So that's a good deal. Even if he's just on the house show circuit, he's going to get some matches in. And we go to Wednesday Night Warriors. So neither of my WWE or AEW guys signed, which is sad because in a practice round I actually did get Austin Gunn. That would have been fun though if I could have gotten both of those. It would have cost me a lot, but boy did I lose a lot of money at first. I think it was, I don't know, but yeah. If I had Austin Gunn and Dominic Mysterio, we would have called them something like the second generation studs or something like that. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see who we put Kaz with. Does he make the main, is he on the main roster? Is he going to be on the house show circuit? All right, so it's Wednesday Night Warriors. All right. There's one guy I know who hasn't said yes or no yet. We'll get to him in a minute. All right. So let's start it off with let's look at roster again one more time. Sorry. Let's go to condition. Yeah, see, Chris Harris and Air Paris are not doing very well. Disco Guy, a little LA Park, they're not doing well. Or they're okay, but is anybody like ticked off at us right now? AJ Sanchez, Adam Williams, LA Park, and Ashley America okay. Adam Williams is being okay as, jeez. I don't know what more we pushed this guy to the moon just because he goes on a dating spree. We tried to sign him to a long-term deal and he said no. All right, so we're gonna do singles. I guess we'll just do non-title between Redbeard and London. Let's do a. Let's do a. Last man standing between Aries and Hero. Let's do another singles. Actually, let's do the women's match. We need, even though it's not for the title, but it is the one of the hottest feuds we have. Tony Callahan and Nicole Matthews going at it. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I don't want to interfere with that high rating that's going to be. So yeah, I was going to put them in a tag team match with Ruby Soho and Arian Andrew, but I don't want to ruin that. So let's have a singles match with, because we can't do a tag match right now, because Andrew Everett is injured because of somebody. So Tommy O'Neill will work with Ryan Nemeth. Put on a tag team match with the Samoans. Taking on the two somewhat healthy members of the Misunderstood. Well, I don't know. I kind of want the Misunderstood to win that one. Have the television champ Daniel Maccabee. He's going to take on Brett Lane in a debut match for Brett Lane. We'll actually have two. We'll actually see what Hollis and Katniss can do. And we're going to have a triple threat hardcore match between Valentine, Viking, and Godwin. All right. So we kind of threw some matches in there, but that's okay. We want to see what these new guys can do. The good thing is, like, I have nobody for Maccabee right now because we have Cash and Huffman in their feud. Chris Harris could probably be put in there, but he's not barely able to stay in his feud right now. Andy Black's not anywhere near. Neither is Gonzalez, I really don't believe. So these two new guys might be what we need to, have a feud with Maccabee. I mean, Eric Cannon, we'd have to turn face. And, there is a storyline we could put with Eric Cannon being face because, let's be honest, he's been the workhorse of this Fed. He put over Adam Williams. He made Evan Gonzalez, relevant because he wasn't. 973. But we dropped a little bit, but that's not bad. Scotty, Viking, and Godwin. Scotty sets up the table. Knocks Zach Godwin onto the table. Scotty goes to the second rope. Jumps up with a flying elbow. Crashing through the table. Scotty makes the cover. And gets the 3 count. Scotty Valentine getting the win in a match with a champion. It is going to be official. It will be Scotty Valentine versus Viking for the parking lot title in the Walk the Plank match. You heard it right here. Confirmed. Corey Hollis making his debut against another debuting superstar in Kaz. Kaz connects with the East River Crossing on Hollis. Makes the cover. And this new monster has joined. Imagine putting like a team of like Kaz XL and Bruiser Bruno, because they're both big guys. You could imagine that. The only problem is we have a lot of heel tag teams right now. It's Russo backstage. He questions the current situation. Uh-oh. Chris Harris attacks Davey Boy Jr. Harris kicking the life out of Davey Boy Jr. I'm trying to give you a week off, man. Daniel Maccabee versus Brett Lane. Brett Lane connects with the DDT on Maccabee. He makes the cover. And Brett Lane has won his debut match against the television champion. Oh, does that mean Brett Lane versus Maccabee at Walk the Plank? Vince Russo talking to Sherrington. Sherrington calling Nova a loser. Last time I checked, she got the dub at the house show. Now Sherrington making fun of the people from St. Stephen. She's a Beverly Hills girl, so, she's looking down on them. Oh, Amber Nova comes in. She's talking. Oh, Nova punches Sherrington, and they start brawling. The Samoans versus the Misunderstood. Lance goes to the top. He hits the Samoan splash. More momentum for him and Air Paris. They'll have one more match before their feud ends, and then Air Paris will go on to someone else. Russo is backstage with Chris Hero. And Chris Hero talking a lot of stuff about Austin Aries. Oh, here comes Aries. He's not happy with what Hero's been saying, a.k.a. the truth. And now the fight has broken out. They're brawling all over the backstage area. Referees coming running to pull these two apart. Tommy O'Neill versus Ryan Nemeth. Tommy O'Neill hitting the power slam on Nemeth. He makes the cover. Tommy O'Neill, the future of this Fed, getting the win in a singles match. Well, it'll be an interesting once Everett and Williams get back in the ring. Oh, we have a contract signing between Matthews and Callahan. Let's keep it professional. They say yes. All right, you've seen these before. Let's go. Matthews signs instantly. Tony Callahan does afterwards. The crowd is roaring because these two are, the top dogs in the women's division right now, even without the title. Again, get nothing but credit to Nicole Matthews, who's gonna win this one with the Vancouver maneuver, because Tony Callahan is still very new and doesn't have a big draw, but Nicole Matthews is helping put her on the map. Redbeard's in the ring with a microphone. Who gave him the microphone? There's no one better than me, and you know it. Redbeard says he's the greatest wrestler to ever step in the ring. Wrestlers like you should be looking up to the likes of me. Well, technically he does because he's much taller. Then it comes out, you don't actually think you're better than me, do you? Do I? Of course I do. It's never a doubt. Never in doubt. I doubt it. And I'm happy to prove it right now. Redbeard walks away. We'll see them later on. Both men have given their all in this last man standing match. How much can they have left? Austin Aries has the steel chair. He swings it hard into the back of Chris Hero. A sickening shot to the head. But Hero just stays on his feet. Aries gives him another one. And he's knocked down for the 10 count. Austin Aries with a steel chair is the last man standing. Ladies and gentlemen, the next match is scheduled for 1. Suddenly, a huge bang as Maven Huffman comes crashing out of the entranceway. That disco guy is not far behind him, alongside Danhausen, both with chairs. They go to town on Maven on top of the entranceway with chairs. But here's Sean Cash with a steel pipe. They're already bleeding. They must have attacked both of them. Cash is trying to even the odds, but Maven and Cash already have the advantage. There's handcuffs now. Oh. Maven going through the into the concrete. Oh no. Cash had nothing to do but watch. This is a huge feud that's happening between Discohausen and the Maven and Huffman, the Huffman and Cash PD. Paul London hits the 450 splash and gets it. He wins the non-title match going into the Walk the Plank pay-per-view. All right, Scotty Valentine, Viking and Godwin go 79. Kaz, XL, and Corey Hollis 73 in their first match. Not bad. Again, one off. Brett Lane and Daniel McAfee 77 in their opening match. Ooh. I might have to feud them at some point. Again, if they win the title. Samoans beat Danhausen and Brad Maddox 73. O'Neill and Nemeth 78. Tony Callahan and Nicole Matthews 87. Wow. Last man standing. Aries and Hero 88. Paul London and Eric Redbeard 84. I mean, we're getting an 84 out of Redbeard. The overall show 83.90. What a hell of a show. So our profit was 14,652, and we went 88% the match of the night, Aries and Chris Hero. We got an offer, or no? Do we? Maybe. A locker room update. Adam Williams and Everett were seen to bury the hatchet at yesterday's TV taping. We're hearing that Williams may have acted on false information and that Everett was not, in fact, the wrestler that Tony Callahan cheated with. The saga is never ending. It's true. Where's Jerry Springer? We need a segment. Our offer to Anthony Bennett. Anthony Bennett has signed a contract. And our wages is $20,000. Actually, we're starting to go up, but that's okay. The Davey Boy Smith Jr. Chris Harris feud is now 100%. Can these guys get healthy enough to actually show up to the match? We have 200%, and we have another one in Tony Gella and Nicole Matthews that are, and this is the perfect time because we're right at the big show. We have no training camp. We were going to look at the new signee, Anthony Bennett, a 36 with a 70, cruiserweight face. Going to be another good addition to the house show division. We paid a little bit for him, $450, but again, we're going to get ourselves. We're going to lose some people. I mean, we're not too far off from. We're within 4 or 5 months from some people who may not come back. So. Oh, and we got 5 emails on November 20th. Oh, okay. RPWF is apparently asking for the misunderstood. $2,500 to sign LA Park. $2,500 to sign Mad Braddock. $2,500 to sign Discohausen. Or $5,000 for Discohausen. So for $10,000 for the misunderstood. The misunderstood does not have a lot of momentum right now, but LA Park has a kind of a high. Can I back out? Yeah. LA Park has a 3-year deal worth $900 a week for a person who is rarely used. And like in this case, I can't use him right now because every time you use him, he gets injured for a while. Well, not injured, but his condition goes down. We'll put one thing out. I'm not giving up Discohausen. I feel, first of all, they were in the feud with Maven and Cash, and they could still work against the Samoans, and I'm not giving rid of them. Mad Braddock is not he's only 300. Is he even 300? I think he might be. Yeah, he's 300. He's on uh, a min deal for me. 300 for 3 years. I wouldn't even consider that one because I think I'm going to do it. I think LA Park is going to be sold to RPWF because his contract would. I mean, let's be honest. That's those three guys I just signed uh, for that price against a guy who is, morale's not thrilled, and condition. I've barely used him, and he's a 59. So yeah, that's going to be the deal. Braddock's, Danhausen, and Disco Guy are going to stay. And LA Park is going to leave. If you like that, let me know in the comments. If you don't like that, let me know in the comments. But that's going to be the deal. So we're going to decline Mad Braddock's. We are going to decline that Disco Guy. Because Disco Guy's only got a year really left before. But honestly, I think I think we're going to keep Disco in the Fed even when he decides to retire. I think maybe he'll move into the interviewer spot as like the disco lounge, and then Danhausen can go into his own career. So I don't want to lose any of those three. But LA Park did his job, especially in that month where Paul London got hurt and he had to fight Austin Aries, but really has no momentum right now, has a high salary for our Fed. He's one of the highest paid people, even with a pay cut. He makes more than Leo Rush. So that deal is going to be accepted. All right, we made it to the house show, and I'm pretty sure I still haven't heard from one guy. Let me just look. Did I actually make an offer? No, I didn't. I guess not. Well, we'll offer a contract to this guy named Johnny Volume. Look at he's a stud. If Johnny Volume wants to come work at High Volume Wrestling, we're gonna offer it. He said he makes $350 on a book, so we'll put him 4 years for a 2-year deal. If he comes in though, he's gonna have to work on the house show circuit for a bit. He's gotta earn his stripes. I don't know who he thinks he is, but okay. So that's gonna be it for this show because we're at the house show. So let's cut over to the main page. All right, guys. So that's been it. It was just a 1 week quick show because we got the next one coming up. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens with the Walk the Plank. As I said, Viking versus Scotty Valentine in the Walk the Plank match. We'll see some other great matches. And yeah, we had the biggest news as we get a RPWF signs a HVW wrestler. We let go of LA Park. So again, like I said, if you don't like it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. We'll talk soon. All right, I'll be back soon with another episode. Hope all is well. Take care, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.